بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا وزدنا علما يا رب العالمين. As we're going through these ahadith from Al-Adab al-Mufrad, where Imam Bukhari, his purpose was to bring these hadith to help us rectify our behavior and mannerisms. And we're still on the theme of parents. And in this hadith, the Prophet of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gives us the three individuals that have special du'as. And there are more, but there are three individuals that have special du'as according to this hadith. It's a hadith of Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu. He says that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that ثلاث لهن دعوات مستجاب لا شك فيه. That there are three individuals that have a dua and a prayer to Allah which will no doubt be accepted. Three individuals who, if they make dua to Allah, their dua either in this life, either later on in this life, either in the hereafter, it will be accepted. Who are they? Number one is the madloom, the individual that has been oppressed in any way, shape, or form. That person, when they're at their lowest and they make dua to Allah, their dua will be accepted. Number two is the walid li waladi, the parent for their children. And number three is the musafir, the traveler. So when we go on journeys, we should make a practice to make dua for people. And in other ahadith, it mentions like a person at the time of fasting, as-sa'im. Another example is a person that makes dua for ghaibun li ghaibin, you for your brother who's not present. So there's many the Prophet ﷺ gives, but in this hadith it mentions three. So now this is a very important, that making dua for your children. Making dua for your children. When we think about it, many of the times that when it comes to our children, many parents, usually whatever comes out their mouth about their children is foul, right? So like your child, your son or your daughter, they're on your nerves. They're getting, you've had a long day, and your small child or they could be old as well. And they're really annoying you, and anything will come out. We wish this happens, we wish that happens, right? But imagine if the dua is a good dua and it gets accepted. Imagine if it's a dua against a person and it gets accepted. Imagine the dua that the parent said, the mother or the father, they said that, may you be cursed and may you be like this, right? Imagine that's accepted. So it's very important that when we're parents, actually, that if you have nothing good to say, actually hold your tongue. Don't make bad dua for your children. Don't make dua against your children. I remember my wife was just listening to a podcast, and the person, she was saying that one parent, like she used to be like this. And she said that her brother came and he heard her, and he said that, why don't you make dua for your children? Instead of cursing them, make positive dua. May Allah make you pious. May Allah make you virtuous. May Allah. And he said that this same individual, imagine this, like when it would rain outside. You know how we have the nursery, there's nursery lullabies and rhymes that rain, rain, go away, come back another day. This same individual, they turned that whole rhyme into a means where it's like we're asking Allah, bring the rain more. Because when you think about rain, rain, go away, come back another day, we're saying that we're not happy with the rain, right? We're not happy with Allah's decrees and plans. But this same individual, they made the rhyme so that it would be like, okay, Allah, bring it today, in some words. But imagine what kind of thought that brings into the children. Imagine what kind of, when they grow up, you're doing this, like you would think that, okay, it's going to have no impact when they're 4 or 5 years old. Imagine later what kind of conviction in Allah it brings to those small children. So our words, they have an impact. Our words leave a mark on our children. They leave a permanent mark, not just a temporary mark. Whatever we say, your children, believe me, I remember the things that my mum and my dad said from 25 years ago. These things will, someone else will say it, and the kids, they'll forget. It'll come through one ear, go out the other. But if you, as the mother and father, you say something, they will remember it, whether positive or negative, they will remember forever. So it's something that make dua for your children. Use your tongue in a positive way with your children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our du'as that we make for our children, make them pious, make them good, make them subservient to us as parents, subservient to Allah. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.